Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 6 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 maths. Click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. So we're going to start with the chapter expressions and properties. And here are the lessons we're going to cover today. They are properties of multiplication, identify equivalent expressions, then the final test of the chapter. Then we'll start a new chapter that is multiply and divide decimals. And the lesson is estimate product of decimal numbers. So let's start with the first lesson, that is properties of multiplication from the chapter expressions and properties. Let me write down the lesson name, then we'll start. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important definitions and examples as well. Got it? So the lesson is properties of multiplication. Properties of multiplication. Okay. Okay, so here I am on grade 6 maths. The chapter is expressions and properties. Click on the continue button and the lesson we are going to start is properties of multiplication. Here it is. Let's start with the lesson properties of multiplication. So let me just explain the properties of multiplication. Multiplication has the same properties like addition. The first property is commutative property of multiplication. Got it? Commutative property. So the commutative property holds for two digits on the two same digits on the opposite sides. Like if you do a times b, that equals b times a. Got it? If you do 4 times 5 or 5 times 4, the answer is exactly same. Got it? The order of writing the numbers doesn't matter. The answer is exactly the same. Got it? For example, if you do 8 times 9 or you do 9 times 8, both of them have the same answers. That is the commutative property. Got it? Commutative property always involve two of the digits. Got it, everyone? Then you have the associative property. Associative property, whenever three of the digits are involved and a parenthesis, that would be the associative property, that is a times b times c and a times b times c. Both on the both sides the number must be same. For example, the numbers are 2, 6 and 7. So multiplying anyway, order doesn't matter. If you do 6 times 7, 6 times 7 is 42. If you do 12 times 2 times 6 first and then multiply, the answer is exactly same in both cases. 42 times 2 is 84 and 12 times 7 is also 84. That means the order in case of multiplication doesn't matter. Got it? So associative property involves three of the digits on both sides, exactly same digits on both sides. Got it? Like here you have 267, so here you have 267, and the parenthesis is involved in associative property. Got it? So basically the concept is the order doesn't matter in case of multiplication. Got it? Then the third one is identity. The identity means a number multiplying to 1 equals the number itself. That is the identity. Got it? Any number, it doesn't matter if it is 10 times 1 or if it is 1000 times 1, or if it is 10,000 times 1, any number multiplying that 1 equals exactly the same number. That is the identity. These are the three properties of the multiplication: commutative property, associative property, identity. Got it? Let's start with the lesson practice questions. Got it? Let's start with the test. Okay. One more thing, we have a distributive property as well. We have learned the distributive property last week, the last session, in the last session. So what is the distributive property of multiplication? Let me just explain distributive. That means a number that is written outside the bracket multiplying to the numbers that are adding inside the bracket. Got it? That means the number A is multiplying with both the numbers B and then A times C. That equals A times B and plus A times C. For example, both of the sides have exactly same answer. For example, the numbers are 2, 6 and 7. Got it? You have to do 2 times 6 and then you have the addition sign and then you have to do 2 times 7. So answer is exactly same. 2 times 6 is 12 and 2 times 7 is 14. When you add them, they makes 26. Or either add the numbers in the bracket. 6 times 6 plus 7 is 13 and do 13 times 2. 13 times 2 is 26. So see, both sides have exactly same answer. That is the distributive property of multiplication. Got it? You have to multiply the number that is outside the bracket with everything that is inside the bracket. Got it? So these are the four properties of multiplication. Let's start with the test question. Which property of multiplication is shown? That is exactly the one we did right before. We just did. That is the distributive property. Got it? Just look at this one. You have a parenthesis involved. The number inside the parenthesis are adding, and the number that is outside the parenthesis is multiplying with the things inside the bracket. Got it? It would be equals 4 times 9 and plus 1 times 9. So that would be the distributive property I just explained. Got it? Got it, everyone? No one is answering. So it is the distributive property. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Got it? Okay, the next one is, which property of multiplication is shown? Which property is it? 1 times P equals P. Is it zero, identity, or commutative? Which property it is? 1 is multiplying to any number equals exactly the same number. That would be the identity. Here it is. 1 1 is basically the identity. That means any number multiplying to 1 equals the same number. No, not 0. 0 is the any number multiplying 0 equals 0. That would be the zero property. Got it? Identity means the number itself. So 1 is a number that when multiplied with any number answers the number itself. So it would be the identity. Got it? Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Which equation shows the zero property of multiplication? Which is the correct option? 1, 2, 3. No, P is 1 in the case. Okay, which property is the zero property of multiplication? Zero property means any numbers multiplying to 0 equals 0. Got it? Very good. Option 3 is the correct one because 0 multiply 4 equals 0. Number doesn't matter. 0 multiplying to any number means 0. Got it? Yes, that would be the third option. Zero property means 0 multiplying to any number equals 0. Got it, everyone? Okay. Which of the equation shows the associative property of multiplication? Which one is it? It is 1, 2, or 3. Which option is the correct one? Associative property always involves three of the numbers and a parenthesis. Got it? And on the both sides, the number are exactly same. So which option it is? 1, 2, or 3? Very good. That would be the third one. Keep this very important points in your mind. Associative property always involves three of the numbers on both sides, three of the exactly same numbers on both sides, and a parenthesis as well. So option number three is the correct one. The other two are the zero properties. Got it? Okay. Which of the property is shown? Associative, distributive, and commutative. Think and then answer which property it is. You have two of the numbers subtracting inside the bracket and the one that is multiplying outside the bracket. So which property is it? It is associative, distributive, or commutative. That would be the which option is the correct one? That would be distributive property. Whenever you have different signs, like inside the bracket you have subtraction and the outside the bracket g is multiplying. Got it? That would be distributive property. Got it? You have three numbers exactly same on both sides, but in the inside the bracket they are subtracting, and outside the bracket you have the number that is written outside parenthesis is multiplying. That would be the distributive property. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, what property of multiplication is shown? Associative, commutative, or identity? Which property it is? Think and then answer, because you are confusing between the properties. Just listen to me carefully. The one we are on right now, you have all you have three of the numbers involved and a parenthesis as well, but you have all the numbers multiplying, isn't it? The f is multiplying to g times h. You have the same operation outside the bracket and inside the bracket. Got it? That would be associative property. Three numbers on both sides that are exactly same, and you have the same operation inside bracket and outside bracket. Got it? That would be associative property. But if it is written like this, you have the three numbers on both sides, but the one that is outside the bracket is multiplying, but the ones that are inside the bracket are adding. You have two of the different operations involved here, addition and multiplication. That would be the distributive property. That is the difference between associativity and distributive. The distributive one have the different sign outside the bracket, and the one inside the bracket are different. If you have two of the operations involved, that means that is the distributive property. Got it? And you have just one operation, that would be the associative. Got it now? Keep these, if you keep these important points in your mind, then that would be very easy for you. They are very easy. You just have to understand the difference. Got it? Okay, which of the equation shows the commutative property of multiplication? So which option is the correct one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Option 1, 2, 3. The commutative property always involves two of the numbers on both sides, two of the same numbers on both sides. The order doesn't matter. So that would be the first option. 5 times 9 equals 9 times 5. Got it? Two of the numbers involved on both sides. That would be no, 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 not third one. That would be the first one. You have two of the numbers involved and they are the exactly same. So option number one is the correct one. Got it? That would be the first option. Option number one is the correct one. You guys are not listening to me carefully. Also, you guys do not note anything on your notebook. That is exactly the reason. If you note the things that I've written on the board, then you can just have a look on your notebook, then that would be the commutative property. So please use your notebook and pencil, note down the important things, important examples, and important definitions in your notebook, then that would be very easy for you. Got it? So either you can review the lesson again right after the let me just complete the session. You can just review again, then you will get the top. concepts. Otherwise, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? Identify equivalent expressions. Let me start with the next lesson, that is identify equivalent expressions. Okay, here it is, identify equivalent expressions. Let's start with the lesson. Okay, okay, which expression is equivalent to 6w plus 5w? So you have 6w plus 5w. So both the expressions have the same variable. Got it? That means we can add them, we can collect them. Got it? You have an addition sign between them, so just add 6 plus 5 makes 11w. Got it? Because they have the same variable, so you can add them. 6 and 5 makes 11w. So that means 6w plus 11w is equivalent to 11w. Either you can write like this or either you can like this. Both of them are exactly same. So 6w plus 5w equals 11w. That would be option number 4. Got it? So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 9b plus 4b. So both of the expressions have same variable b. You can just add them. Got it? 9 and 4, you have to add them. 9 and 4 is 13, so it would be 13b. Got it? Yes, so they are equivalent to 13b. Option number 2 is the correct one. Just select the correct options and click on the OK button. Okay, which expression is equivalent to 8y plus 6y? Which is the correct option? You have same variables, just add them. Got it? So 8 plus 6 is, yes, that would be 14y. Option number 2 is the correct one. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, 4u plus 6u. Which option is the correct one? You have to write the variable as well. Got it? It would be 14y. Okay, which one is the correct one? 4u plus 6u. Very good. Both of them have exactly same variable. Just add them. 6 plus 4 is 10. So it is 10u. Okay. Which expression is equivalent to 9r plus 3r? Which is the correct option? Yes, that would be 12r. Just they have same variable. Just add the numbers. 9 plus 3 is 12. Okay. Which expression is equivalent to 8g plus 3g? You have to add up the numbers. 8 plus 3 is, it would be very good, 11g. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let's start with the new lesson, that is, I think, the final test of the chapter. Let me see if it is. Yes, that would be the final test of the chapter. Got it. Let's just start with the final test. Let me write down the lesson name on the board. Then we'll start. We have the final test of the chapter. Got it. Okay. Which of the which equation shows the associative property of multiplication? One, two, three. Which option is the correct one? Please think and answer. Take your time, think and answer. Which of the option is the correct one? Option number 1 and 2. Both of the numbers are multiplying with 0. Very good. And 0 multiplying 0 to any number means that would be the 0 property. So the third option is the correct one. The associative property of multiplication always involves three numbers. On the both sides, they are exactly same. A parenthesis and the operation must be same, like they are multiplying, so all of the numbers are multiplying. So that would be the associative property of multiplication. Got it? Brenna ate 93 out of G gumdrops. Choose the expressions that show how many gumdrops Brenna has left. So which of the correct one option is the correct one? She has the total G gumdrops. Out of G she ate 93. Now she is left with which option is the correct one? Which option is the correct one? One, two, three. No, that would be G minus 93 because she has a total of G. Got it? Out of G, that means the total gumdrops are G. And out of G, she ate 93. It would be G minus 93. You can just relate the example. Like you have 10 of the gumdrops. Out of the 10, you ate 7 1. So which expression is the correct one? This case, the total are 10. Then 10 minus 7. So in the question, you have the total G gumdrops and 93 out of G. So it would be G minus 93. Got it? Got it? So option 3 is the correct one. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Write an expression for the operation described below. Write an expression for the operation described below. Add C and 7. So which of the option is the correct one? Yes, very good. That would be C plus 7. Option number 1 is the correct one. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay. Josie has 45 pieces of candy. She gives away C of the pieces. Which choose the expression that shows the number of pieces candy Josie has left. So which of the option is the correct one? Yes, very good. Because in this case, the total she has is 45. And out of 45, she gave away C. Very good. That would be 45 minus C. Got it? Okay. Type the missing number using the use properties of multiplication. So which number is missing? Which of the option is the correct one? Yes, very good. That would be the associative property. So the associative property have exactly the same numbers both sides. So that means 400 is not on the second, on the left hand side. So the correct option is 400. Got it? That would be the associative property of multiplication. Got it? Okay, simplify. So which of the option is the correct one? Option one, two, three. Which option is the correct one? Think and then answer. Which option is the correct one? Option one, two, three. Option one, two, three. Which of the option is the correct one? Option number 3, the number that is written outside the bracket, where you please do not forget to write the variable's name as well. 7 times 1 is 7 and 7 times 3 is 21. That would be 7 plus 21g. Very good. Do not forget to write the variables as well. It is 7 plus 21g. Option number 3 is the correct one. Very good. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, simplify the expression. So which of the option is the correct one? Option number 1, 2, or 3? Okay, which of the option is the correct one? Yes, you have to multiply the number that is written inside outside the bracket with the numbers written inside the bracket. Got it? So you have to do 3 times 3 is 9. It would be 9s plus 3. Very good. That is option number 3. Just select the correct option, then click on the, that is the distributive property actually. Got it? You have to solve using distributive property. Type the missing number. Use properties of multiplication. Which number is missing? Which of the number is missing? 288, 388, 488. Which of the number is the correct one? It would be option number 1 is the correct one. Got it? That is the associative property of that is the commutative property of the multiplication. Both sides must have the same number. So here you have 841, here you have 841. That means here you have 288, but here you have the number missing. That means the correct option is 288. Very good. 288 it is. Which property of multiplication is shown? Think and then answer. Commutative, associative, zero. Which property it is? Which option is the correct one? Commutative, associative, and zero. Which option it is? No, it is the associative property. Whenever three of the numbers are involved and a parenthesis and all the numbers are multiplying, that would be the associative property. That would be the associative property. Three of the numbers, they are exactly same on the both sides and they are multiplying and a parenthesis involved. That would be the associative property. Commutative property involves just two numbers. Sadie has 47 trading cards. Jim has T more cards, more trading cards than Sadie. Choose the expression that shows how many trading cards Jim has. Which of the option? Think and then answer. Don't answer right away. Which option is the correct one? You have to choose the expression that shows how many trading cards Jim has. So which option is the correct one? You guys are just guessing the answers. That's why you don't get the right answers. Very good. That would be 47 plus T because Jim has T more trading cards than Sadie. Sadie has 47, so it would be 47 plus T. You can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next one is we're going to start the new chapter because we have done with the one. So let me just click on the back button and let's see which of the chapter is the next one. I think that would be multiplying. Yes, that is multiply and divide decimals. We are on grade 6 maths. We're going to start the new chapter that is multiply and divide decimals. And the lesson we're going to start with is estimate products of decimal numbers. Estimate products of estimate products of decimal numbers. Okay, here I'm on the lesson estimate products of decimals. Decimals are the numbers that have a decimal point. Got it? So it would be 9 point. Let's start with the first one. That would be estimate 9.197 times 56. Round each number to its greatest place value and then multiply. Got it? You have to round off both the numbers and then you have to multiply. So the numbers are 9. Okay, let me start with a test because the number is this one is already done. Let's start with the practice. Okay, it would be 78 times 10.5. You have to round off both the numbers to the round each number to its greatest place value. Got it? So 78, it would be the greatest place value is the 10th position. So you have to round off the number. 7 is at the 10th position. The digit right next is 8. You have to compare the 8 to 5. 8 is greater than 5 or less than 5. 8 is greater than 5. Got it? That means you have to round up whenever, because you have to round off the 10th digit, you have to just look the very next digit to the position. That would be 8. 8 is greater than 5. That means you have to round up. Round up means you have to add 1 to the 10th digit. That would be 7 plus 1 is 8 and replace the next digit with 0. It's 78 is rounded off to 80. Got it? Okay, then you have 10.5. You have to look of the you have to look at the number that is right after the decimal. Right after the decimal you have 5. Got it? And 5 is equal to 5, isn't it? They are exactly equal. Got it? So you have to round off the number. It would be rounded off to 10. Got it? 10.5 is rounded off to 10. If the number is greater than 5, then you have to round up. Got it? Round up means you have to add 1 to the decimal in the case. But we are rounding off the number to 10. You have to do 10 times 8. But just multiply the non-zero numbers. 8 times 1 is 8 and add the two zeros. So it would be 800. Got it? The correct option is 800. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Got it? Okay, the next one is 3857. Okay, 3857 times 5.42. Okay, just look at this digit. You have to round off the number to the nearest, to the highest place value. Highest place value is thousands. Just look at the very next digit to 1000. That would be 8. You have to compare the digit to 5. 8 is less than 5, greater than 5. 8 is greater than 5. Got it? That means you have to round up. Round up means add 1 to the thousands digit. 3 plus 1 is 4 and replace the other digits with 0. Got it? Okay, 5.42, you have to round off to the decimal. So here you have 4. 4 is less than 5. That means you have to round on the same decimal. 5 times 4 is 20. Yes, very good. It is 20,000. Very good. The correct option is 20,000. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Very good. Okay, the next one is 10.27 times 8,566. 8,566. Okay, you have to round off 10.2. So just look at the number right after decimal point. It is 2 and 2 is less than 5. Got it? That means you have to round on the same decimal. It would be 10. Here you have 8,566. You have 5 right after the thousands position. 5 is equal to 5. So you have to round up. Round up means add 1 to 8. It would be 9,000. And 9 times 1 is 9. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. You have to add 1, 2, 3. It is 90,000. Very good. So just select the correct option and click on the first option is the correct one. Okay, good. Okay, which of the option is the correct one? 8.59 times 29. Which option is the correct one? Option 1, 2, 3. Solve and let me know the answer. Which of the option is the correct one? Very good. That would be 278.59 is rounded off to 9 and 29 is rounded off to 30. So it would be 9 times 3 is 27. So the correct option is 270. Very good. So select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Estimate the product, round the each number to its greatest place value and then multiply. Which of the option is the correct one? Which of the option is the correct one? 10.9 is rounded to 10. Got it? Because you have to round off to the 10th, nearest 10th. That would be 10 times 70 is very good. That is 700. The first option is the correct one. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, 9.957 times 59. Which of the option is the correct one? 59 is rounded to 60 and 9.9 is rounded off to 10. Very good. That would be 600. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, 7.106 times 5,909. Which of the option is the correct one? Option 1, 2, 3. Very good. 5,909 is rounded off to 6,000 and the decimal is rounded off to 7. So 7 times 6 is 42. It is 42,000. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, 46 times 9.231. Which of the option is the correct one? 46 is rounded off to 50. Got it. And 9.2 is rounded off to 9. So 50 times 9 is 5 times 9 is 45. Very good. That would be 450. Got it. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. So here is the list of the lessons we have covered today. If you have any problem, you can ask question if you have any. We have started with the chapter expressions and properties. The lessons we did are properties of multiplication, identify equivalent expressions, then we did the final test. Then we started the new chapter that is multiply and divide decimals. The lessons we have covered are we just covered is estimate product of decimal number. So if you have any question you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? So that's all for today. Thank you for your participation. You just click on the like button right below the video. That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.